What's going on, everybody? I'm Greg Goldner, alongside, as always, the lovely...
Ho, 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 Colette Brooks.
All right, we'll go with it. And welcome to the Green Room. And as she said, ho, 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 we have a holiday-themed, spirited show for you today.
We do, and we're going inside the green room with a man who was the protector of all trees.
Santa.
Christmas.
No.
Christmas and otherwise. Andy Lipkis, he is the founder of Tree People. It's an organization that's been around for 40 years, and it creates sustainable urban environments, one tree at a time.
I like it. And we've got a special segment up right now for you with Chelsea Cross, our holiday gift guide eco expert.
Oh.
I know, right? All right, what are the must-haves eco for this holiday season?
So I love this because I do a lot of millennial must-haves, but not really with an eco twist. So this is very exciting for me. And these are all really great products. And I tried to be man and woman friendly in this dynamic.
Whoa, man friendly.
Woman friendly.
Yeah.
All right,
that's
so
right. Cross-gender friendly.
Cross-gender. That's the politically correct term. So this is lovebohemianlove.com. All vegan products, all handmade, and I absolutely love it. This is a gym bag, but travel bag. You could throw whatever you want in here. I was saying, like, any big company could throw their logo on this, and you would think it was.
It looks like a Nike.
What is it made out of?
It's all vegan products, all handmade. I don't know the exact details.
But it's not leather.
But it's
We
not.
know that.
It's not leather. And here's their cosmetic bag as well, and you could feel it. It feels so nice. It's really great quality.
And this is very manly looking. So this is a toiletry bag.
This is a toiletry bag, as well as a makeup bag for women. I absolutely love it. I used this in the airport this weekend, and I got stopped.
I didn't want to tell you this.
Don't tell them that. And I got stopped. Where'd you get that bag? Where'd you get that bag? And I said, lovebohemianlove.com. So definitely check it out. And they have a lot of other items as well. So next we have this glassware, which I think is super groovy.
You need these in your house.
And it's 100% recycled glass, as well as handmade, and it's made in Mexico. And they're really sturdy.
Yeah,
and really beautiful.
And they're beautiful. And I even think that they might be hand blown.
They kind of have that feel, don't they?
And 100% recycled glass.
Love it.
Very, great greenware.
And happening in Mexico.
Yeah, which is you don't hear about that all the time.
Love
usually
it.
China or Japan.
Yeah.
So that's 100% recycled glass as well. Right. And then I love these man candles. We nicknamed them
Mandals.
They're mandals. And what I love about them
not like the
is
mandals my dad wears. Those are weird.
because everybody loves having candles everywhere, but these just have a masculine twist to them.
New car smell. What is that one?
Wood shop.
Wood shop. Barbecue pit. I'm gonna do it.
Really,
so
do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Pop it open.
And this is
from the South. I'm a barbecue guy.
And this is like a beer can.
Well, this was so cool.
Or a dog
Oh
food
my
can.
God!
Does
It
it really
smells
smell
like a barbecue.
I need to smell. Oh my God, it does. It smells like barbecue chips. It's making me kind of hungry.
If I wasn't worried about
good.
burning down the studio, I'd light it right now.
It's really good.
So a young entrepreneur in Ohio had the idea to make a eco-friendly candle and also give back to the community. For every candle that's bought, one also gets donated to the soup kitchens in the Ohio region. Beautiful. And all of the wax in the candle is 100% reusable, made from soy and vegetable wax.
Fantastic.
So very eco-friendly as well. Plus, I just think so different.
It looks great. Great packaging.
The man candles and the glasses are from uncommongoods.com. Really great website for funky, unique, different gifts. And they have a whole recycle tab, actually, if you want to think.
You brought us some bling.
You better recycle this.
I will.
Okay, yes, okay. And then the wine sack is one more thing from Uncommon Goods. I love it. Okay, this is my twist on the eco-friendly wine sack. Think of how much holiday parties we go to when we bring bottles of wine. Who knows if those friends recycle?
Right.
So recycle your own bottle, bring your wine sack to the party.
Oh, fantastic.
And also, if you're going on a picnic, the beach hike, whatever outdoor excursion, don't bring the bottles and leave it hanging. Like bring your wine sack, and it's reusable. So moving on, we have the Mesa jewelry necklaces. This is a 3D prism, and I absolutely love it. It really reminded me of Katy Perry's new album called Prism, and I just feel like if she saw this, she would totally want it. So Katy Perry,
Katy.
Misa Jewelry, as well as the necklace that I'm wearing, which is kind of getting eaten by my microphone.
Beautiful.
Really great layering pieces, all refined silver.
Lovely.
Same place?
Rock Love Jewelry, all reusable materials as well as eco-friendly recyclable leather.
Awesome.
That's a man
Yeah, so
bracelet.
this is masculine.
And this is also supposed to be a wallet for men as well, but I think I would use this myself.
Business
I-
cards, whatever.
Business
I'm a
cards,
lawyer. I use
wallet,
the exact
credit
same
card,
thing.
going out on a Saturday night.
It's awesome.
And just my last item for the day is this Heather Bell messenger bag, which I'm obsessed with. All vegan leather.
Mock croc.
Mock
croc.
croc. I mean, if you
Different
can
than
get
the
a
Crocs that
close-up
people
on
wear.
this
Yes.
thing, it's so beautifully well done, and it fits my
Gorgeous.
entire iPad in here, which I love.
Gorgeous.
Messenger bag, Heather Bell, and lionessstyle.com.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Chelsea Cross coming through with the gifts on
Yay,
gifts on
thank
gifts.
you.
Thank you so much.
You've just
and
crossed a bunch off my list
and
already.
I'm in love with the man
Oh
candles.
my God.
I know,
guys-
I love the man candles.
All right, well, coming up next, we're going inside the green room.
We're going inside the green room with my friend Andy Lipkiss.
Candles.
Even if a signal indicates it's safe to walk, it's never safe unless drivers see you. Last year, 113 pedestrians were injured in Santa Monica. You don't have to go to extremes to get a driver's attention. It just takes a little eye contact. Take the right steps to be safe. Watch the road.
Guys, we're very excited to welcome inside the green room Andy Lipkiss, the president and founder of Tree People. And when I heard about Tree People, I said, oh, those like people who live in a tree, like the Lost Boys from from Peter Pan. That's not the case, though.
No.
You guys serve quite a bigger purpose.
Yes. Yes. I mean, and one might call him a tree hugger, but he does more than hug trees.
Even if that was it, I'd be proud of you for that.
Well, the Tree People is committed to creating a sustainable, climate resilient LA. What does that mean, and why does it matter? Climate resilient LA.
Well, we are a pretty climate vulnerable city. We have droughts, we have fires, we have floods. Anyhow, we have for years. They're getting worse. According to all climate modeling, deep work being done by UCLA, we will be facing more severe weather. We're seeing it happen around the world.
Yes, we are, aren't
Other areas are like a decade and a half ahead of us, like Australia. For them, climate resilient means being able to survive long drought. We're facing that now. How is LA going to survive these major water shortages that are coming? What Tree People is doing and has done for 40 years is engage communities, not politically, but for everybody across the board to take personal responsibility, engage in making the place better. We help build the city's curbside recycling program, one of the biggest in the country. And by educating kids, working in schools, working in communities, people choose change. Instead of being forced to change, they choose change and change rapidly. And we rapidly built LA's recycling program. We need to think about LA, Santa Monica's next water supply. And that can be done, and we're actually leading workshops, neighborhood projects now where people are learning rainwater harvesting, how to convert their lawns from water sucking to
And these are things that people could get involved in.
They're things that people can take a workshop and do at home now.
Excellent.
Soon, neighbors are going to be helping neighbors do it. So we can actually scale citywide, region-wide, and remove the vulnerability and make sure that this is a really safe and healthy city. The tree piece is really, really critical. I just got back from Australia where they're not in climate denial, they're doing serious work because just a few years ago, 500 people died in Melbourne in severe heat. Last year, every city in Australia was having temperatures over 100 for multiple days. Some cities were hitting 120.
Wow.
530 people died 3 years ago. And the researchers they're some of the most respected scientists in the country, have identified that basically, if you live in a city that's facing severe heat, as we are, you want to live in a pretty densely canopied, tree canopied neighborhood. Your chances of survival go way, way up. The challenge is there are parts of Los Angeles where only they've only got 5% or less tree cover in some places in the valley and in South LA. They are at tremendous risk, and that's where we focus our efforts.
So, like the paved schools and these heat islands that I've been hearing about. So the tree canopies are a solution to some of these issues.
Right. So an urban heat island is an area that's devoid of trees and greenery, and it's up to 10 degrees hotter because the asphalt stores heat. It doesn't just heat up that space, it heats up communities around it. That starts causing all kinds of additional health risks, from heat stress to just to other issues that build on to other health stresses in underserved communities. And what the researchers have found is that if, first of all, you can break up that urban heat island and reduce temperatures by as much as 12 degrees in a city. In Australia, they've discovered that a matter of 2, 3, 4 degrees can save lives.
Wow.
And trees can do that. And you go, well, what's the big thing here in LA? We've got air conditioning when it gets hot. That's when we have the power blackouts, when everybody's flipping on their temperatures. We've had multiple heat days in excess of 112 degrees out in the valley already. They're expecting more. And so you want to have the natural system there to take care of you if all else breaks. And that's what resilience is about.
Got it. I mean, why don't we just plant trees instead of, just because the trees are connected to the water capturing, connected to, I mean, it's all.
The trees are our life support system.
Yes.
There is a great book that many people know of called Collapse, written by a local professor at UCLA, Jared Diamond. It documents that every civilization throughout history that forgot its trees has lost them and then begun the process of collapsing and disappearing, so unless they remember.
There's a direct correlation to our well-being with trees.
Right. To go to your question, why don't we, is we've devolved to believing that technology is going to handle everything for us, one. Two, in that mode, we think of trees as decorations rather than as our water supply, which they are, as our temperature modification, as our food, as our soil holding, as our means of producing food, all these things. They're critical in all these ways. We have to relearn that. That's what Tree People teaches. It's not woo-woo. It is very solid, very specific. And for us, tree planting has become like acupuncture. We have problems in our neighborhoods, in our city, the right tree in the right place, not random, but the right tree to help cool things down, to help capture water, clean it, put it in the ground instead of sending it off to the ocean, to strategically cool our neighborhoods, maybe produce fruit. Reduce stress by painting the sound of certain birds that are attracted to native species that you could choose.
So many health benefits that you wouldn't even think of.
Yes, and there is this whole field of cumulative impacts in environmental health, meaning those people who are stressed in high stress neighborhoods, you have cumulative impacts from lung disease, asthma, diabetes, chronic obesity. All these things add up more and more. And when you add heat stress, noise, it just makes it worse. And you can actually measure LA's health problems. Actually, UCLA Public Health Department has mapped chronic disease in Los Angeles, and it maps exactly inversely to tree canopy.
Wow. Well, we've got a couple minutes left, so I know there's some other things you want to get into.
There are. I mean, we could go on for an hour with you. There are additional benefits besides health and environmental. There are economic benefits as well to planting trees. And I don't know if you've got a moment to touch on that. And then I want to get into a kind of a did you know, because these are really interesting statistics.
Well, I think the most important economic benefit is how we build our new water supply. So Los Angeles right now imports 89% of its water.
Wow.
So it spends over $1 billion a year. A lot of that's to pay for energy to pump water in from Northern California, from the Colorado. It's just for energy. We believe, if we capture the rainwater and use it right, use it really efficiently as they have in Australia, that could represent 50% or more of the water we need in LA. Whoa. Santa Monica is already at 73%. It's set a goal of 100% local supply by 2020.
And when you do that, you're saving big dollars.
Well, what we're doing is we start employing people locally. Instead of paying for petroleum that we're importing, we're actually using human energy and natural capital locally. It's jobs. It's a lot of jobs. If you look at how much we hemorrhage in Los Angeles, when we throw away over $500 million worth of water and we spend nearly the same amount to move it out polluted, paying the fines for pollution, what we start doing when we actually plant what a forest does, we call it a functioning community forest. It captures rain, cleans water, saves water, and that's an investment that can be nurtured by employing people to take care of the land, green infrastructure instead of gray infrastructure.
And it's
Local energy,
I know you
human
want to get
energy
in. We
instead
got
of,
about 30,
keep
40
going.
minutes left.
Okay.
You want to get into some of these
Yeah,
did you knows?
some did you know? Cities cover less than 1% of our planet, but contribute 80% of the greenhouse gas emissions, a cause of global warming. Yes, true?
Yeah, well, there you go. Using energy to run processes that nature could, but instead we heat the place up with urban heat island. We have to make electricity to cool it down. Doesn't have to be that way.
Well, and another point, 90% of the school grounds in LA are covered in asphalt. So these paved schools are these heat producing environments.
Right, and they are very stressful for the kids. Learning goes down when brains are warmer. We're having to air condition every classroom in Los Angeles in order to get them to an environment where kids are a little more comfortable for learning. Look at look at UCLA.
Yes.
We create a great learning environment
Yes.
there. Our campuses can and should be like that.
Yeah.
Challenge is, it costs a lot to maintain that, but the school district shouldn't have to be the ones to pay. If our campuses are truly greened right, they can become part of the region's water supply. They can become these very safe places. As so much water runs off those paved campuses, they contribute flooding and pollution to the community.
Well, we
So
know
they can capture them.
It's all about the green. It's all about the trees.
It is. And how can people...
Yeah, how can people get involved? Give us the
So,
website.
well, go to treepeople.org.
Treepeople.org. Check it out. Find out more. Find out how you can step up, get proactive, and get involved.
You can volunteer, you can give, you can do both. You can go to the forest with us. You can create the forest here in LA and Santa Monica.
Educational
Create the
programs.
It is
forest.
fun.
Play in
love
the
it.
forest with Andy, me,
love it.
Colette. Let's do it. Thank you so much for your
Hey,
time.
thank you.
I
Great
appreciate
to be
it.
here with you.
Andy. Love it. Thank you.
Coming up
Thanks.
next, guys, we're going green. As if we hadn't been doing that the whole
Right.
show already.
Hey, slow down.
Right next to the library on 7th Street is the Santa Monica History Museum, where history comes to life for the entire family. Enjoy the exhibits, main gallery, the photo archive, research gallery, and much more. Come visit the Santa Monica History Museum, keeping history alive.
And we're going to keep rolling in the holiday spirit, keep the holiday theme going throughout this entire show. We touched on this company before, Living Christmas Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome company. Actually a partner of Andy's and Tree People.
So they're good.
Yeah, they're good in the hood. They're doing good in the
yeah,
hood. But basically, Living Christmas Tree, you can rent a Living Christmas Tree. They deliver it to your house. They pick it up, and when they pick it up, when you're done, when Christmas is over and it's ready to be picked up, they go and they plant it back, replant it. And it
So it gets reused.
It gets reused. I wonder if you could
That's so
request the same
awesome.
tree every season. So 20 years from now, you have a monster tree.
So it's like part of the family, and you're sponsoring it.
I'm getting emotional.
I love
getting
it.
verklempt. So not only do they have trees, but you can buy eco ornaments through them.
Nice.
And this is great. I mean, talk about really going the extra mile during the holiday season. Trucks are delivering all the time, right? As best they can, they group everybody together in a certain area, and they have delivery times and periods with, as best they can, biodiesel trucks.
Lovely.
I mean,
so they
goes
cut it
the extra
down.
mile.
Now, do they have the Eco Hanukkah bush?
The Eco Hanukkah bush.
That's just the question.
We'll put in a call. livingchristmastree.com and maybe livinghanukkahbush.com.
Could
coming
be.
soon. Some more things to think about. Green your wrapping materials. Very cool nowadays, and probably back in the day, to wrap a newspaper. We all
I
get-
used to always wrap a newspaper just because I was lazy.
True. I mean,
I wasn't even eco then.
Less people are getting newspapers now because, they're getting
Right.
digital iPad editions of things. But still, you have newspaper, any kind of brown paper, any kind of paper around. Think about wrapping your presents in that.
Yeah.
You can reuse boxes. You can reuse bows. I mean, look, the bottom line is people want to open gifts. They don't really care what kind of box it comes in.
Or don't wrap.
Or don't wrap. Just hand it over.
Go here. I've done that.
Talk about the holiday spirit. I don't know. I don't have to guess what you're giving me. It's just here it is. Right. Fine, I won't wrap your gift then. But yeah, I mean, ribbons, bows, boxes. You think about if you get somebody a small item and you have a shoebox laying around because you just bought a new pair of shoes, put it in the shoebox.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares what kind of box it's in?
Exactly.
You know, no 3-year-old's going to look at you and be like really upset their Elmo was in a shoebox. It's like, hey, I got Elmo. Cool.
Or I got Adidas. No, it's Elmo.
Yeah, well then maybe it's disappointing,
Right,
depending
it
on
could
age.
be.
All right, let's keep moving on. Caught green-handed. We love this segment. And you know who's caught green-handed?
Who?
Us, during the holiday time.
Oh,
Here's some things, more things to think about. Websites that you can buy online from that are reusing.
oh, right.
Let's talk what? Craigslist?
Apps, Craigslist, eBay, all
eBay.
of that. So just get used stuff
Used stuff.
that you would buy for yourself anyhow and buy it as
Absolutely.
gifts.
Another
Like
really
it.
hot site right now is Etsy.com. And Etsy is more of like, you know, people who do things as a hobby but are really good at it. A lot of people, you know, some people on there do have professional stores, but I actually have a set of really cool, I'm from Atlanta, really cool Georgia peach coasters that are ordered from there. And they're made out of recycled wood, like barnwood.
Nice.
All kinds of recycled products are on there.
Another idea.
Another idea.
Hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs are
Just
good.
stuff that you don't use anymore or wear anymore.
Yeah.
You can just put a bow on it or
Hand-me-down.
not.
And you
just-
know what's really interesting? Of you know the whole craze right now with vintage and thrift shopping, thanks to Macklemore and in his song. Love the song, by the way. Love the fur coat in the video. But vintage thrift shopping is really in right now. And what's amazing is there's a lot of high-end designers who on their sites are offering vintage clothes and reused clothes from very high-end designers. That's something else to look into. Finally, and lastly, I want to say, when you do shop online, you're cutting down your carbon footprint.
Oh, absolutely.
You're ordering online, so it's getting delivered to you with a lot of other people who are delivering goods. So you're not fighting the holiday traffic, using your gas. Really, it's a stress reliever probably.
It is.
You're clicking and ordering, and it's getting
Yes.
delivered right to your door.
Well, and even the big retailers, of course, have they've got their online stores, so you can just shopping online is just so much. It just makes sense.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm not lazy. I just like doing it because it's easier.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
And you can look at everything on one page. You don't have to
Yeah.
go through a store and start weeding through items.
Well, guys don't really like to shop.
I like to shop. Whatever. We'll discuss my shopping habits after. That's the show. That's all we got.
Oh wow!
I know.
Our holiday show
Holiday show.
done.
Adios, holiday show. Favorite part? What do you got?
Andy.
Andy's good.
Andy. I mean, we could have sat with him for an hour.
He didn't hug any trees, though. I was kind of disappointed.
He didn't, but he hugged me.
No, he did hug you. I got a handshake. I'm going to be honest, my favorite part, Chelsea and everything, and then the candle.
And you got your candle.
I know. This is wood shop. Smells good. All right,
Nice.
guys, that's the show. That's it. Have a happy holidays.
Happy holiday.